Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you doing? Matt Antonelli here. Today we're looking at Sammy Reynolds, and we're looking at her swing. And what I want to talk about is loading this back leg right here. I think it is so important. I call the back leg the engine of the swing. I think that it's really a foundational part of the swing. And when this leg fails to get loaded properly, other parts of the swing break down, right? And so what I want to talk about, we're going to talk about how to load the back leg properly, and also why it's important to load the back leg properly. Let's start there. So why is it so important to get this back leg loaded properly? A couple things. One, for bat speed. So when we pick our front foot off the ground, right here, the only thing connecting us to the ground right now is this back foot, which is attached to your leg, right? And so I need to be able to use the ground to create energy that works up my body and then eventually out the bat, right? And so I have to do a good job of loading this back leg. Again, we're going to talk about how to do it in a minute. But that's the first thing, bat speed. The second thing, timing. So when I pick this foot up and I start to move forward, right, I need to be in control of my body. So hitting is all about timing. Pitching is all about disrupting timing. And so I need to be in control of my load, and I need to make sure that I'm in control of my body as I move forward so that I can decide when to launch my swing. What happens with a lot of players is they want to shift forward or jump forward, leap forward, lunge forward, whatever you want to call it. They do that, and now all of a sudden they're at the mercy of the pitcher. They've lost control of their load and their body, and so now, unless the pitch is the exact speed that they thought it was going to be, they're going to really have a tough time with it. They can't make any adjustments, right? And so timing is a huge part of loading the back leg properly. Then the third part is being able to turn your barrel deep and get your barrel behind the ball. So if I'm able to stay loaded around this leg and not jump forward or leap forward, well, now that allows me to turn my barrel deep back behind the ball. Again, hitters that kind of jump forward or get on their front side too early, they typically can't turn the barrel deep. They kind of push out front. They don't have a very good path. Now their consistency goes way down, right? Their contact rate goes down. They're not able to square the ball up. They're not able to drive the ball. So those are the three main reasons. Now, let's talk about how to get the back leg loaded. So what a lot of people think is when they talk about getting loaded, they say get back, right? Get your weight back, get your weight back. For me, it's not about getting my weight back. Because I see plenty of hitters that get their weight back, right? They shift back, and then guess what they do when they start to stride forward? They shift forward really far. And that's not controlling my weight. My leg is going to turn when it's time to hit, right? So let's watch again. So right here, when it's time to hit, when it's time to launch my swing, my leg is going to turn, right? You see that Nike switch back there? There it is. So that leg is turning. And so I need to prepare my leg to turn. So it's not just about getting my weight back, like I'm going to jump someplace. I don't want to do that. I want to get my leg prepared to turn. And so if I want it to turn this way fast, well then I want to load my leg that way, right? That will get it prepped to turn really fast. And so one thing I talk about is if we're looking at a top, you ever taken a top and spun a top really fast? Let's just say you want to spin this top really fast in that direction, right? We're looking straight down on the top. I know it's a little hard to draw a top on here, okay? But just let's imagine we're looking straight down on the top. I want this top to spin this way. Well, what am I going to do? I'm not just going to spin it, right? I'm going to counter-rotate the top back this way. I'm going to load my hand and my wrist and my arm. I'm going to turn the top back as far as I can, and then I'm going to spin it as fast as I can that way. Same thing with my leg. My leg's going to turn this way. Well, I need to load my leg back that way so that I can then turn it this way. So It's this move. Watch her leg. Watch that Nike swish right there. So this move right here, that's the key. And so what is she doing? Simple thing. We talk all our hitters about it. Take your back pocket. If you're a left-handed hitter, it's your left back pocket. If you're a right-handed hitter, it's your right back pocket. And I want to take that pocket and I want to get that pocket turned towards the pitcher. Right? So right here, see how she's turning the back pocket towards the pitcher? What happens when you do that? When you turn your back pocket this way, you close or coil your hips that way. Right? See your hips coiling? Now what happens? When I coil my hips this way, I load my leg that way.
We're for the bold, the daring, the kitchen creators and flavor trailblazers. However you bring out the flavor, Field Roast is the deliciously bold plant-based meat you've been craving. Get ready to make taste happen.
See that? So now, my back leg went from here, Nike swish, watch the Nike swish, there to there. I've loaded my leg. Now I just hold that load, right? I'm coiled up. I'm ready to go with my lower half. Now I hold that load. I stay coiled as I move forward, right? So I coil. I start to move forward. I hold it. Keeps coiled, keep coiled, keep coiled, keep coiled. Eventually, my body says, okay, time to hit, swing. Now I swing from that loaded position, from that coiled position, and boom, my leg flies. Show it in full speed. Show another one. Up, that's her celebrating after the homer. Okay, so some really key things to think about. Now we could go, there's a lot of different things that we talk about with our hitters, different cues and different ideas that we talk about to really get them to understand this, but this is the basic idea. And then, we go in more detail on that, but I wanted to just give you, again, the basic idea, because a lot of coaches and a lot of parents and, everyone just says load, load, load. Well, what do you mean load? I don't know what load is. Like, some hitters just do it naturally and they do it right, but hitters that don't, just yelling at hitters that don't load properly to load, I don't know, I can load 100 different ways. What does it really mean to load? This is what I think it means for the lower half. Now, we can get onto the upper half, and there's a lot of other things that we can talk about, and we've talked about it in our other videos. Go and check them out if you haven't seen them yet. But I just wanted to go in depth a little bit today on the lower body and getting this leg loaded properly. Hopefully that helps you out. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video with all your friends. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the notification bell. All that good stuff. If you have any other questions, also you can email me, Matt at AntonelliBaseball.com, and I can help you out. All right, that's all we got. Good luck. We'll